Hey, shalom, shalom, mishpocha. Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. I'm your host, Rabbi Yehuda Ben Shomer. Just one of my pet peeves and one of the things that irk me in life is going through, the checkout counter and seeing all these tabloid magazines with all the gossips on the stars, or flipping on the TV and seeing like these idiotic, stupid news magazine shows that try to pawn themselves off as legitimate news organizations and journalism, and it's just nothing but a bunch of stinking gossip about Hollywood. Inside Edition and Extra and TMZ and all this kind of stuff. It's like, who cares, I mean, it's sickening. I mean, if there was ever a hierarchy or sort of like a food chain or intelligence chain in humanity, I think on the bottom feeders, the very bottom of the chain, would be like the paparazzis, and just barely a step up above them would be like these tabloid magazines, columnists and TV video news magazines, and these idiotic Jerry Springer style talk shows. I mean, it's sick because they are profiting off of humanity's suffering. They're profiting off of tragedies of other people, and are cashing in. And the sickest part is that they're cashing in. Why? Because that shows that people are hungry and thirsty for that stuff and will pay good money for that crap. And that there's actually a market out there, and people out there who will eat that up and watch that and keep this stuff perpetuating. I mean, it's insane. I mean, these gossip columns and news these Hollywood news magazines and all this kind of stuff, it brings out the worst in people. I mean, it brings out the lashon hara, the evil tongue of slander and gossip, because most of the time, they just exploit these the sad lives of these Hollywood stars. Am I saying that you should feel sorry for them? Well, yeah, in a sense, because everybody thinks that they've got it all together and that they're happy. They have money and fame. What more could you ask for? But yet their lives are a train wreck. You have comedians who commit suicide. You've got divorces and sex scandal tapes and celebrity rehab and all this kind of stuff, and it just proves that the famous people are no better off than the little people who pay to go to the theater or pay to buy their CD or their MP3 or whatever. I mean, it's insane. And yet you have these people who are just regular Joes who are not famous, who are not making six figures, and yet they have the audacity to make fun of these famous people as if, oh, I'm better than them because I'm not stupidly famous like they are and I don't do the things that they do. Well, how would they like it if somebody dug up dirt on them? I'm sure that they have things and skeletons in their closet that they're not proud of, that, what if somebody came and tried to exploit that, for money? I mean, it's just sick. I mean, it breaks the golden rule. It breaks the commandments regarding lashon hara, regarding the evil tongue. It brings out the worst in people. It causes anger, bitterness, frustration, and it promotes mockery, and it promotes belittling and making fun and slandering other people. I mean, it's just disgusting, and it's just sick. And like I said, the worst thing about it is that the general populace are dumb enough to buy into it and to watch this and to buy these, to watch these shows and to buy these tabloid magazines. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. And I mean, it's a sad time in human history when Tiger Woods' apology makes the late-breaking news and interrupts all the TV programming as if it was like a president announcement saying we were going to go to war with China or something like that, as if Tiger Woods' apology was really important. And that's another thing that I'm sick and tired of, is like all these sports athletes who are juicing, doing steroids and stuff, and who are involved in these sex scandals, and then they just bold-faced lie and say, no, I'm not doing drugs, and no, I'm not cheating on my wife, and yet they come back a month later saying, yeah, I'm sorry, I disappointed my fans, I just hope you could forgive me, and I hope you can accept my apology. It's like apologies are in vogue now. You're cool if you make an apology. I mean, the only apology that is sincere, that is the apology that you're not hearing, is the apology that's not coming out of their mouth. It's the apology that says, you know what, I'm not sorry for what I've done. I'm glad I got a little extra on the side. I'm glad that I got my six figures because I juiced up and hit more home runs than anybody else. The only thing I'm sorry about is I'm sorry that I got caught. That's the apology, the sincere apology that you're not hearing. And I mean, it's just totally ridiculous and ludicrous. I mean, it just goes to show you, money is important in the fact that we need it to live. It's a necessary evil. We've got to pay bills, we've got to buy our food, we've got to buy our food and clothing and housing and all this kind of stuff. But yet, it's not the end-all to end-all. Money does not make you happy. It does not provide all your needs. Yeah, money talks, and you seem to have a lot of friends when you have money, but like the prodigal son, when your pockets and your change is all spent, you're sitting in a pigsty, friendless, homeless, and almost just wearing bare threads. What counts, what matters is on the inside. Even the Messiah said, look, foxes of the holes, foxes have holes to live in, birds of the airs have nests, but the Son of Man, the Messiah himself, doesn't even have a place to lay his head. And Rav Shaul said, look, if you have food and clothes, and notice he didn't even say shelter, if you just have food and clothes, be happy with life, be content. Learn how to be happy with that, because hey, you're healthy, you're keeping your body alive, you're not naked, and heck, you can crash anywhere, you can find a cave, you can find the hollow of a tree, you can make a lean-to tent, you can crash with friends. I mean, you could always find shelter, but if you have food and clothes, be content. So what matters is what's on the inside. What matters is the life you live up here and down here. That's what matters. I mean, are you being all you can be? Are you walking in the footsteps of Yeshua the Messiah by walking and following the Torah? Do you love your neighbor as yourself? Heck, do you even love yourself? Do you love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength? If you, I mean, those are the most important questions. Those are the most important things that determine if you are truly successful, if you are truly happy. What figures are in your bankroll, or what abbreviations are behind or in front of your name are meaningless compared to what you have in the bankroll of your heart, who you are inside. And that who you are inside, how you bring that out and manifest it in the real world by loving other people, ministering to other people, caring for other people, encouraging and edifying other people, lifting them up instead of tearing them down like it's so easy to do, in the tabloid magazines. And it's a sad time in history when we live in a place where athletes and Hollywood actors and actresses make more than the president, make more than teachers who teach people how to be these things, and make more than doctors who keep us safe and well. I mean, it's just totally ridiculous. It's like the people are saying, oh, Tiger, we don't care how many women you slept with. We don't care if you're not a faithful husband or a faithful father. We just want you to hit that ball. We just want you to make hole-in-ones. We just want to watch you swing and hit the ball. It's, golly, man, how shallow can humanity get, man? I mean, how low can we go? I mean, it's just disgusting and it's sick. I'm sorry. This, instead of a Ray Bash's ramblings, maybe I should categorize this as a rant. Maybe this is kind of turned into a rant here, but man, it's just been irking me, and I've just kind of had to get it off my chest, and maybe you guys feel the same. But regardless, I hope I wasn't just speaking to the walls here. I hope that somebody can, can confirm my feelings and understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for being there when I need to vent. Shalom and Shavua Tov.